Hello, bossman. This is Casualchaos here again with another market watch. But first, like we do, we open something up. Today was a small mail day, so we only have one. Let's see what we get. Ooh, very nice. So I'm pretty sure you guys know I'm into traditional format. Yeah. So yeah, I usually don't use my like older cards or whatever like that. I usually just want to use the cheaper end stuff. So speaking of cheaper end stuff, you would think Speed Duels would be cheap, right? So today we asked the question, is Speed Duels cheap? And with that, you tend to look at the comments and stuff like that for that kind of stuff, to see if the card usually something's cheap, right? So we're gonna look at that. We're gonna look at comments and see if Speed Duels is cheap. All right, so here we have the first starter deck that came out for Speed Duels, and we see here that one of the commons, not the hollows, but the common Great Keeper Recruiter is at almost $8, and then we can actually look at the sale prices and stuff like that now, thanks to Tcgplayer. So as you guys can see, like $8. So they average about $7, right? So for a common that was once a $10 starter deck or structure deck, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, it's pretty expensive as a common for common goes. I'm not Recruiter was seeing some play, like higher end stuff, and it's also, I think it has very few prints as well. But you can also see a lot Sage of Stone. It's a $3 common or $2 common, whatever you can call. Some of these commons are already kind of expensive. None of these are really in the meta right now, so we can't really base that on that. I think if Great Keeper ever comes back, that'll be pretty crazy. But yeah, an $8 recruiter, pretty crazy. So let's move on. Right here. So we're not gonna look at the hollows. We know hollows should be expensive, right? So we're gonna look at the common stuff. So we're gonna scroll all the way down to the common stuff. All right. So we have here Skull Servant, listed at like 50 cents, but it usually go for about $1 or something like that. So that's pretty expensive still for a common. We also have a Harpy's Pet Dragon, also listed as a common. They go for like $70. So it's for a common, 70 almost $1 is kind of expensive. So you have even in the first set, you have some common cards that are pretty expensive. Harpy Pet Dragon is not really seen play in Speed Duels, but it is only 3 printings or something, 2 or 3 printings in the whole like advanced format and everything like that. So it stands to reason why it has a price tag. Skull Servants also, they saw some reprints in tournament packs. They also saw some support coming in the future already here. So that's why it's also a reason. And it's a I guess you could say it's a good deck. Well, I don't know about you would say it's a good deck, but it's a deck that a lot of people like. So let's move on. Like I said, we're not going to look at the hollows. Right here. So we have a Moray Green, which is a draw card. And if you played advanced, you know that draw cards usually tend to go up, right? So Moray Agree is a draw card, and it goes for about the market price has it at 174. I don't think it has that many printings as well. So when I say not many printings, I'm also talking about advanced format, which also helps boost the card price. Another one is Sinister Serpent, $85 to like $1 or whatever like that. Lowest price listed is $1. So we're seeing a common card go for $1. So right here we have Moray and Sinister Serpent going for about $1 plus, which is kind of crazy considering it's a common. And then especially since Attack of the Deep is one of those sets that was reprinted that that is heavily given in the extravaganza and tournament packs and stuff like that. It's one of the cheaper booster boxes as well. But yeah, Sister Serpent. Murray, I think is more for like it's not really seen much play in speed duels, but I think it's a water deck. Not many printings of it. For the Sister Serpent, it's a banned card in advanced format, but it is seen a lot of play in traditional format. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the reason why Sister Serpent is it's $1 plus. But let's move on. Right here we have card events listed at market as like a $2.24. Lowest listing is about $1.50. I think it might be the only printing. I could be wrong. Yeah, it seems to be the only printing for Speed Duels, and then doesn't really have any other printings as far as I could tell. So that's kind of crazy. It only has 3 printings, so look out at this card for it to go up a little bit higher. Especially with Speed Duels where we do actually tribute. So yeah, and we do want to arrange our cards. But yeah, this is pretty crazy. All right, let's see. We also have Heat Wave. Heat Wave could potentially see more play in the future. We have Warm Bait, also 60 cents, 69 cents. Look for Man Eater Bug to maybe see something. Summoner's Arc also. It's such a generic card that it could be helpful in the future. Just because skills could like make a card so good. Especially if they get support to like a Blue Eyes again or something like that. Trying to make a meta. Summoner's Arc might see some play. Anything else? No. All right, like I said, we're not going to look at what looks like Parasite Paranoid's going down. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, so well, there's this one, but it's not even part of the set, and it's also a special edition card, so it makes sense for it to be expensive. But what we're gonna look at is Awakening Dragon. All right, you see the 13 listings at $1. This is pretty crazy. Awakening Dragon is a meta card, which is one of the cards I also project would be reprinted, and we do have a Torn Pack 3. So yeah, kind of crazy, $1 common. Let's move on. All right, so this is the starter decks for the Twisted Personality. These are crazy. So we have a lure at about a $6 card, $5.50 around there. Zoom of the Spirit. The lure is seen a lot of play with like meta decks. Really, Inner Conflict uses it to kind of search for their tributes. Dark Moth uses it to kind of search for their parasite, and a lot of other decks use it, and it's a pretty expensive card. And then look at the listings; they're just 9 listings. Zuma is also pretty much a Zuma's see some playing. It's like a tech card, I think now. It's like a alternative win condition, so it's pretty good. Level Up. This is kind of crazy for me. Level Up only has a few printings. I think this is people predicting. It might be good in the future, unless we do have a lot of level up players or whatever like that. Lava Golem, $1 card with only 8 listings, guys. Check that out. Nightmare Wheel, market price $1. Yeah, it's up for a burn. Offering is also a meta card right now. Also one of the cards I predicted to be in the turn packs. I was surprised about Dark Mimic as but I was thinking it could be alternative to what was it called? To that train guy, which is like a $10 card. Metal Slime Bug. Yeah, Metal Perfect Slime. Metal Reflect Slime, sorry. Yeah, so you see all these cards. I do think this Star deck is pretty crazy considering it has all these good cards in there. Well, it's mostly from here and above. But yeah, these are kind of crazy for commons being this expensive. Even the hollow printings are a lot cheaper than the commons. All right, let's move on. So right here, you guys want to buy a display box, which is not such a bad idea considering all these cards, the prices of some of these commons. But yeah, so it looks like the hollows from the other starter deck kind of suck compared to the hollows from this set, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, yeah. So we have Spear Karibo, $4. Two table comment. I'm kind of surprised of it because this is the second printing of it for Speed Duels. This is what I was surprised to. Thousand Eyes Idol. I understand this guy being kind of like expensive. You know, the hollow print is like $10. Charging guys actually seeing play. So, and it's only 7 listings. That's kind of crazy. But it's a good card as well. And I think it has its own deck too. Kind of goes with its own deck. But yeah, Thousand Eyes Idol. I saw it only has let's check it out. Yeah, so this only has 4 prints, and the prints that it has are old. Oh my God, PSV, Dark Beginnings, Retro Pack. So all these are old sets. So it makes sense why if you were trying to make a relinquish deck, which is a really fun casual deck to make advanced format. But you kind of want this as well. You don't need it, but it's kind of cool to have it. But yeah, very not that many prints. So yeah, so we have this, and then we have so a lot of these cards are a lot of these commons in this star deck, and then the other ones are about $1. So this is not a bad buy, I think, at the price or at display box, just to hold, whatever. It it could become lower depending on if we do get a tournament pack. I would assume a lot of these cards will be in the tournament pack. A lot of the good cards will be in the tournament pack. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. A lot of these dollar cards, Polymerization, Two Magician Elf, which some of these cards are not seeing play, but people I understand would buy them just because it's Speedo's supposed to be fun. Casuals should like it a lot. And yeah, so let's move on. All right, so like I said, we're gonna ignore the hollows. Kind of crazy. Red Ice being one of the most expensive secret rares now. All right, so I was informed of this buyout. So we got a Book of Moon buyout, guys, which is kind of crazy. It being a common stuff like that, but it is seeing a lot of play. It is a really good card. To understand why. So this is like a stonk, as you guys can see. So we do have here that has been bought at a pretty high price for $8. Pretty crazy. I think this is people trying to make a quick buck out of it. So yeah, this is kind of crazy. $7, $8 card. Not that many listings as well. Pretty crazy. So we see some more crazy comments. Cosmic Cyclone, see meta play against Dark Moth or Moth in general. Tanky is a good card in advanced format, so I understand why it's kind of pricey. We have Night of Selene. I think what uses it? XYZ could use it. Kaiko is a good anti meta for XYZ. So that's a pretty good card. It's a good generic card. Red Eyes, I don't know why it's $1 plus. Since it already has a reprint, but hey. You even see some of the hollows are cheaper than the commons. Let's see. So these are potential buyouts as well, which is kind of crazy too. Pre-prep dollar card. It sees some casual play with relinquish and was it that dark ritual monster just came out. Poly always has to be $1 for some reason. Blue Eyes, yeah, just foolish XYZs. $1. These are surprisingly I think this could see future in the be really good in the future. So that's a potential buyout for me. Breaker, guys, Breaker. See this? So this is going to be probably the next Book of Moon, I think. Yeah, see it. So they're being bought out at $1 with very few listings. Only this big wall right here. Um, let's see, hold on. But it's listed as like $2. Yeah, not that many listings. Pretty crazy. But yeah, yeah, keep an eye on Breaker, guys. This could be the next Book of Moon. Draining Shield. I think it's managed. So like you guys can see, it's about about close to $1. All these which is pretty crazy. After this, it's pretty much reinforcement of the army. Look for this to be more expensive sooner than later. It looks like we are going to get, I would assume we're getting new support because of the survey we got. So yeah, I would assume that's the reasoning. Reinforcement might go up. But yeah, so let's get back to the question. Is Speed Duel cheap? It's cheaper than the alternative, right? That's probably the answer everyone's gonna give you. But it seems like it's trending up. So which can only mean it's the prices are gonna go higher, right? That's what I'm assuming. We're gonna get more people interested. We have people that traditional format, they just buy it because a lot of these cars are reprinted and they like the holo print. We have advanced format. It is a side event, so it's just pretty good. The prices are killer. They're really good. So is Speed Duels expensive as of right now? No. Is it gonna get expensive? I think so. I think seeing stuff like that, buyouts on common cards, I can only see it getting more expensive, guys. So yeah, stay tuned for more advanced. Stay tuned for more Speed Duel content, and if you like this content, make sure to subscribe, like, and if you're looking to buy something at Tcgplayer, if you're looking to make a buyout, yeah, click on the link down below. Helps the channel out, and see ya. Don't talk to strangers, guys.